Well, hello everyone, my name is Prime and welcome back to this episode of ETS2 Showcases, and as promised, I am doing a first look on the Renault T Tuning Pack that just released a couple days ago for Euro Truck Simulator 2. Now this pack, as you can tell from the Renault T that's sitting in front of me, comes with a bunch of beautiful options, and this is just the top of the pile here. There are a ton of configuration options, which I'll show you now. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I am going to miss some of those options today because there's like 300 or something like that, and I guess this begs the question on would you want to buy the Renault T Tuning Pack. Now keep in mind it is for the Renault T, not the other two Renaults like the Magnum and stuff like that. And that is an unfortunate thing. But I have to say, for the price, and for me it was roughly $5 Canadian, this is actually a ton of stuff, a ton of amazing things, including, well, let's see if I can find a dot that will have stuff so I can show you. Right in here. So what you'll normally see is the aftermarket part on quite a few of the options, and when you hover over it, if you have the DLC installed, it will say DLC Renault Trucks T Tuning Pack, which makes it really easy to figure out what's new and what's not. Now all of these various options and stuff like that are all new, and you can tell by the amount of dots. As far as I know, this has increased quite dramatically from what it was before, and it is really quite cool. Now, if we go to the paint jobs, I could find one. I thought there was going to be more than one, but maybe I am wrong. And it is right down here. Jeweled Wings is actually the new paint job that I'm running today in the video, and it is a licensed part technically. But when you put that on, I mean, when I have a lot of chrome and stuff on my truck, but I think it looks really, really good, from various roof accessories to interior accessories, which this is actually a UK version of the truck, but whatever. We have various other things that you can choose inside here, like floor mats and stuff like that. You can choose the Renault Trucks floor mat, which is a licensed part. And there's various things at the back here. I believe the signs. Yes, there's also some new signs that you can put on the back of the truck as well. Various hanging things. It is just a monstrosity of a DLC, and I couldn't possibly go through it all right here. As for the delivery today, we are hauling a wheel loader on our Schwarzmaler lowboy trailer here in France. I decided, well, we are doing stuff with Renault, so it should probably be in France, down in Toulouse, and we're heading up to Limoges, whatever you say that, however I say that. Yes, I am Canadian, but I still can't pronounce some of those French towns because Quebecois French, my friends. That is what I learned, not the classic French stuff. So don't be offended. I still can't say many town names in Europe. That's a given for those who've been around a while. So let's get on the road because it's going to be a good journey, albeit it's not maybe the longest journey in the world. And I guess maybe before we roll out, let's look around the interior and see what I've done. Some of this you guys will recognize from past videos, I guess, with this Renault T, because I've just configured this past what I normally have. So I'm running the Evolution, I think Mach 2 actually, and I believe this is the new interior that just dropped in 1.44. It's very, very hard to tell, but as far as I know, it is there nonetheless. So you got blankets, stuff like that. That cooler down on the floor there is actually a new cooler as far as I know. Got water bottle, and I think the phone on the dash there, the non-GPS version, I believe was part of the pack DLC. Can't quite remember, to be honest with you, because there's just so many options. So let's roll out of here, and let's see how this Renault T does with this wheel loader. I think it's, what, 33? Yeah, basically 34,000 pounds worth of wheel loader, so it's definitely a good delivery. And I gotta get used to driving in Europe again, although I've just done a couple episodes, I guess, or at least, well, I guess the last few have been more ETS2 in ratio, and that's something I want to talk about is what's happening here on the channel, and why are the videos kind of, well, like, what happened to my upload-ish whatever schedule I had? Well, basically, I just am following my new message, which is basically have none and just go with it. To be honest, just depends on my schedule. Obviously, Prime News videos are ones that I can chuck in pretty much anywhere, to be honest with you. They're very easy for me to make in comparison to one of these videos. It's simply just because of the duration it takes for me to record and edit and do all that good stuff with these videos. Not to say that I don't want to do more of them, it's just time permitting. But nonetheless, I do want to do some more of my other content again. Of course, ATS and ETS2 stuff, don't worry, that's not going anywhere. But I do want to do more in the way of, well, Wreckfest and racing stuff again. Really want to get back into Wreckfest because there's been a ton of updates to Wreckfest that I haven't touched on in quite a while, and I gotta do some wrecking racing because why not? It's a lot of fun. probably do some more Project Cars, Farming Simulator. I really want to continue my Let's Play on that, but again, that's very time consuming in comparison to even this. And we need to talk about convoys, because that is something that has been non-existent. Something that I am very upset about being non-existent, and it is solely on me. That is something that I cannot blame you guys, because there are a ton. We're almost at 100 members in the Prime Simulation Discord. Link in the description. If you're not already a part of that, and if you are a part of that, make sure you're a part of the multiplayer section. Of course, you could be just a standard member as well, but if you want to be able to join some of these convoys, well, whenever the convoys may be, make sure you're a part of that, because I am actually going to be updating the Discord, and actually that update may be live by the time you guys actually see this video. I am going to have a dedicated ATS and ETS2 channel-ish in the Discord server for the convoys, something that was actually recommended to me quite a while ago by various members at the time. And, well, yeah, here we are, where that's something that I'm finally going to be implementing, because just to basically clear the air on what's potentially happening there, because it is just a very big question mark, I guess you could say, over what is happening. Oh yes, France, the land of toll booths. I haven't been in France for quite a while, my friends. I'll be quite honest. I've been around, I guess, Iberia and in more eastern areas of the map, just doing some exploring places I haven't been before. I did hit enter. There we go. Thank you. Now, talking about Eastern stuff, we did actually receive, I guess, hopefully yesterday, for those who are watching this on launch day. I'm hoping this goes up on Tuesday, but we'll find out depending on YouTube and me. SES Software released a statement recently clarifying the situation with the Heart of Russia DLC. Long story short, with that statement, it appears as if, for the time being, Heart of Russia is just on hold. They did admit how close they were to launching, which was, I believe, 4 to 6 weeks, they said, or maybe 6 to 8 weeks. I can't quite remember. It was somewhere in that range of 4 to 8 weeks, basically, away from launch. So it was really quite close. We were going to be getting early access stuff and various things very, very soon. But then, obviously, the Russia-Ukraine invasion situation happened, and that got put on hold, and SES Software is refraining from releasing it because they don't want to basically just, as the Heart of Russia DLC is focused on Russia itself, they just don't want to be promoting Russian things at the moment. Once the situation hopefully wraps up sooner rather than later, for all parties involved, to be honest with you, and things can start being rebuilt, SES Software will be looking to figure out how they can launch the Heart of Russia DLC without in a beneficial way, and not maybe a negative promotional way. And the thing is that SES Software clarified in the statement, we all knew this, that they have tried to be as apolitical as they can. They try not to make any of their content politically attached to situations, but definitely with this is a different situation that no one expected, or really didn't want to expect, to be honest. Although I guess some would argue it was expected based on various trails of events, but no one really wanted to see what's happening right now between Russia and Ukraine, and it's an unfortunate situation. So, long story short, SES Software has decided to play the safe game, which I completely respect, and I don't blame them whatsoever. Now let's talk about the Renault T Tuning Pack here, and basically, should you be buying this? Is it worth it, or is it not? Well, simple answer. Do you like running, or I guess I should say maybe more a simple question. Do you like driving the Renault T? If you drive the Renault T all the time and you want to do more customizations, or you weren't driving the Renault T because it didn't have a ton of customizations, but now you want to drive the Renault T because it has the potential to have lots of options, then I think you can figure out the answer for yourself. If you drive the Renault T all the time, you want some differences, you want to customize it more, it's a no-brainer, to be honest. And the quality of everything that they included is just standard SES Software awesomeness, basically. It's the best way to explain it. And when it comes to just the integration with the amount of stuff you get, although it's not for the other Renault trucks, which some will be disappointed about, the fact that it is for the Renault T, the newest and most updated Renault truck in the game, and the amount of things that came in, as I mentioned, I believe it's roughly 300 items, or just over, that were included for interior options, exterior options. Obviously it's a paint job or jobs, depending on how you see, depending on if I had eyes or not when I was trying to choose the truck. Overall though, it is just, there's a ton of options, and it's just a matter of, do you use the Renault T? Do you think it's worth it? Now, some of you like to have the challenge, and some of you already have this challenge, and it's a bit of a challenge that was put out on me quite a while ago. Actually, within the first year or so, or maybe I should say first couple episodes of actually doing ETS2. It was try to get every DLC for ETS2. Now, a lot of you guys have every DLC for ETS2, and I commend you. I do not. I have a good chunk of them, but I do not, because there's so many DLCs, paint jobs, and stuff like that that have been released years and years ago that I just don't have. But I do have a lot of them. Well, obviously the map DLCs, most of the tuning packs, as far as I know. I may be missing a couple of them. I really enjoy a lot of the DLCs, and it is a challenge at some point, probably in an upcoming Steam sale. I'll probably see if some of them come on for cents in the paint jobs, and just put a whole whack in my cart and just call her done. But if you want to help support so I can actually get to that point, yeah, mine. Won't do the plug. Actually, maybe I will. Channel members, Patreon, watching the video itself helps a lot, and you should also see down, maybe if you're signed in, I don't know what YouTube's doing with this, to be honest with you, the super thanks thing, whatever, it looks like a heart with a dollar sign in the middle, or a giving sign, whatever it is. If you want to help me get all the DLCs for ETS2, that's a good way to directly do it, my friends. In all seriousness, no. It is something I actually want to do at some point. It's just a matter of when. I don't really know. But all the support is appreciated. I still have, obviously, my top supporters that I am working on a new end screen that will include my top supporters, and it does need a bit of a refresh anyways with my end screen and how I do things there. So keep an eye out for that soon, because I think I'll be launching that sooner rather than later. And other than that, you know what, the channel's been doing absolutely amazing, at least in my standards, in my eyes. I do this because I completely enjoy to do it, but obviously all the support, whether it's financially or it's just watch time, you guys are enjoying the videos, interacting in comments, liking the videos. It is absolutely incredible to see the feedback you guys are giving suggestions, recommendations for various things, giving feedback and your thoughts on various things and topics. It's amazing to see the interaction. I always enjoy it. I always enjoy checking out the newest comments, checking out various recommendations and stuff like that, especially over here in ETS2, where there's quite a few of you have been playing this since it released, while I haven't, and it is definitely fun to be able to hear from the more experienced people, and people who have played this game a lot longer than I have. And all the support helps, no matter which way it goes. Some people can do the monetary ways of supporting the channel, and some people can't. I respect it either way, and I don't ask for it. I mean, it was all kind of joking in a sense, what I said moments ago, but it is there. YouTube's been just basically throwing all new features in my face because of the amazing support from you guys around the channel, unlocking things left, right, and center. Obviously the monetization helped quite a while when I hit 1,000 subscribers, but nonetheless, there's just so many options that have been thrown at me here that I've decided just to leave on. Everyone can choose what they want to do. I don't push it hard. That's a good note for anyone who is new around here, because you may not have heard the spiel that I did multiple times in the past, but you may not have heard that, so that's a pretty good summarized version of it here. I think we're coming along pretty well on this delivery, though. I mean, we have, like I mentioned earlier in the video, haven't been in France for quite a while. It's quite a nice kind of cruise, and I guess I should maybe do some more exterior cameras so you can see this beautiful Renault T. I do have to say it looks sharp. I will not lie, the paint job looks really great. The chrome accents are just wonderful. I'm a sucker for chrome and especially red. red, and then add some chrome accents, and Prime is happy. Prime is very, very happy. I think if you've been around for a while, you know that's on both ATS and ETS2, and for that reason, other games as well. I have done it before, but I also haven't done the Schwarzmuller or Schwarzmuller, however you say it, Schwarzwalla. The Schwarzmuller trailers. That's, yeah. There goes my pronunciation on it. I mean, also half joking. I haven't used the trailers, I don't think, before. This brand, we'll call it this brand. This brand of trailer, and well, I mean, the lowboy I have done in the past, but I haven't done this brand of trailer before, even though I have the DLC for it. I mean, it was just, I guess, weeks ago that I did I used a Crone trailer for the first time, even though I had the DLC for it. You know what? It's the way it is. I do have to admit, I don't play ETS2 enough for what it should be. I mean, I am so grateful for what SES Software did with the shout out. But I did actually laugh a little bit when he says when they put in their post that, you know, does ETS2 and ATS commentary videos and stuff like that. I like that they put ETS2 first, because ATS is definitely the bread and butter. Well, maybe I should say the well, ETS2 and ATS are kind of the bread and butter top. Like, at the SES Software games are kind of my focus. But ATS is definitely the one I started on. It's the one I started first on, and it's definitely the one I arguably do more on, just because it's I recognize stuff a little bit more with it, and I guess when I don't have to think about, you know, not turning right on reds or certain things like that, it's definitely easier in American truck, because a lot of the road rules I just naturally do, because that's what I'm used to driving here in North America, and I also recognize the truck, so it's easier for me to, you know, talk about certain things more. We got an overtaker. Maybe we got an overtaker. We're gonna let him through. Gee, box man, that was a little aggressive, and two Mini Coopers in a row there. Interesting stuff. We've made it to Limogs, whatever. Again, Limos. I don't know. I'm gonna give up trying to pronounce it, because it's just gonna continually make myself look like really dumb. So we're just gonna move on from that, and hopefully not damage this wheel loader, because I've got this far. Very smooth delivery, I have to say. A lot better than I have done in the past. And I'm quite proud of myself. I did not get lost this time. Did not get confused around roundabouts. Nice smooth delivery, the way I like it. Now, I guess I shouldn't jinx myself, because I do have to make it. And I think I have to continue up here. Yes, I do. I have to go into... Oh, there's a Volvo dealer over here. Cool. I think I accidentally turned up my mouse sensitivity a little bit here. My mouse is a little touchy on the... Oh, we're just going. Sorry, car. You're gonna have to wait a little bit. Oh, something that maybe I should have mentioned earlier. For those who are watching to the end of the video, new horns as well, baby. I probably should have said that earlier, because it was definitely a little bit more of a bigger feature set of the DLC itself. So maybe that's another consideration. There are a couple new horns, actually. I think there's two that you can get for the Renault T, as that are part of the tuning pack. So that's cool as well. I don't know how many of you will see that, but I do know there's quite a few, actually, that watch all the way through the videos, which I do appreciate, by the way. You guys are awesome for that. And let's do this reverse here at ETS2. I'm going to be honest, I messed up the buttons completely for my camera, and I think this was actually turnable axle trailer, and I didn't even know it, because she's turning quite well. But saying that, it's also ETS2. So yeah, I mean, I think there is an axle turning, I think, back there. Oh yeah, but rear axle is definitely turning. But let's try and park this thing here, and I think actually I did pretty good, I have to say. Oh, don't jinx it yet, Prime. Don't jinx it yet. Well, I think I hit curb a little bit on the right side here. Yeah, I did, because I was only focusing on the left. But we're going to just straighten it off here, because if not, I'm going to be annoyed with it. Why'd I hit the exterior camera? I'm going nuts with my buttons. Oh, put it in reverse. I could have had this done like 30 seconds ago, but Nitpicking Prime decides to go with it. Whatever. We're calling that good. Thank you all so much for watching. What an episode. What an amazing DLC. I definitely turned up the sensitivity too much on my mouse. Good old button on the top. Thank you all so much for watching. I don't know. Personally, I would recommend the Renault T Tuning Pack. I enjoy it. Saying that, I also wanted to do this for you guys, so then you guys know if you should get it or not. I enjoy driving all the trucks in ETS2. I don't really have a one-off favor. I mean, I have definitely my preferences, and I'll probably do that in another video because that's a whole long rant. But nonetheless, I think that's a personal decision for you guys. Honestly, if you think it's worth it, if you think it's worth the $5 and you enjoy running the Renault T's in your game, I think it's a must-have. If you're not a big Renault person, you know what? That's honestly up to you, I guess. And if you want to give it more of a try with some of the new features that come in with the DLC. So thank you all so much for watching once again, and I will see you in the next one.